Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now. In Deer Park, there's a company that's been pointing Long Island in the right direction since 1956.
My grandfather actually started the business in the basement of his home, primarily doing engraving work, and he grew the business up to a point where he got his own shop in Mineola, New York. And then eventually out in the 90s, we moved out to Deer Park to a much bigger warehouse and production facility.
Over the years, Allstate Sign and Plaque has stayed all in the family.
My father became involved when he was a young man and was here for many years as well. They worked together. My older brother David was also involved for many years.
Mark had no intention of going into the business. He had an advertising career in New York City when family came calling.
My brother approached me about joining him here because I had some experience in internet and web design, and that's what they kind of wanted to push into, and not just a presence, a way that people could actually order through the internet and generate business.
He considered the daily commute into the city, which was grueling, and he wanted to be in a place where he can make an impact.
Yeah, it was just a small cog in the big machine there. Whereas here, yeah, you kind of are the master of your own fate. So I saw it as a kind of a big opportunity to kind of go and make my mark on the company in that way. Even though the company had already been established, it was kind of my way of coming into it and contributing the way I could.
He modernized the business, and the e-commerce site is paying dividends.
It's a healthy percentage that comes from the internet. The majority of it still comes from, believe it or not, people calling up because it is a very custom oftentimes. They want to speak to somebody, they want to discuss the colors and the logo and the graphics of the sign.
Some of their biggest customer groups include schools, military bases, and construction companies.
Say they have a job to set up for a parking lot, they need their posts and their stop signs and handicap signs. So it's a lot of B2B, some education and some military and government.
Street signs are pretty much a commodity, so Allstate Sign and Plaque must work hard to stand out from the competition.
We try to always use the best stuff. We back it up with great service, and customers usually pick that as it wins out in the end.
As we toured the facility, we met the support team, some of which have been with the company since the early days.
This is my 45th year.
45 years.
Computers didn't have them in my time when I was young. It was a learning process, but I enjoy it.
And speaking of learning, how's your spelling?
When I got here, it was okay, but now guess what? It's super. I had to learn how to spell bill of lading. Sometimes I do big plaques with a lot of words, a lot of wording on it, so I got to be very careful.
Some dedicated engraving customers have been clients for over 30 years.
We typically set up a plaque with a header, and then each year there's a different winner, so we get a lot of repeat business from, obviously there's a new winner every year, so they come back to us, they want the plates to be exactly the same, so one plate at a time for many years and until that thing's filled up. This space here is run by Mr. Jim Lewis. He's been around here for many years working with my grandfather who started the business back in 1956.
You have to take pride in what you do. This is what I do. And I told him and I told his grandfather in the beginning, I like it, I'm not going nowhere. If you want to get rid of me, you're going to have to throw me out.
Silk screening is the best way to make many copies of one sign, but when a client needs just one or two signs, that's taken care of in the custom department. And sometimes the process begins with a drawing on a napkin.
That was something that was sent from a client who wants to have it made into a sign. And that's my final version of what he sent.
The approved sign is printed on vinyl, and then it goes for the finishing touches. In this case, we'll finish up a special sign.
MyLITV way.
The artwork is centered on the aluminum blank, and masking tape holds it in place. Peeling off the paper backing exposes the adhesive. The entire thing is forced through high-pressure rubber rollers, and then the protective transfer tape is peeled off.
There's your street sign.
And what does the future hold for Allstate Sign and Plaque?
Well, we don't have any major, innovations coming up. There's no, like you said, iSign 2000. We're just pushing on forward with trying to make the best products we can, back it up with really excellent service. The customers really seem to appreciate that, and that's our business model.